If you are doing tax, haven't looked at the one big beautiful tax bill yet, you are already behind. That bill just make 100% bonus depreciation permanent for most property with a recovery period of 20 years or less starting in 2025. That's a huge deal for cost segregation. But here's the good news. You do not have to relearn cost seg from scratch every time. Congress get excited. In this lesson, I want to give you something very practical. A simple system for staying current on cost seg and depreciation year after year without feeling like you are drowning in tax updates. If you are a landlord, real estate investor, or tax pro, this is how you avoid missing six-figure bonus opportunity because the rule changed, or taking position that used to be safe but now sit right in the middle of the IRS audit training materials. So let's start with what almost never moves. Then we will lay on what did change under the Big Beautiful Tax Bill, and finally I will give you a rank resource stack you can literally turn into bookmarks and calendar reminders. So first, the foundation that does not keep changing is right underneath the noise. Cost segregation is still built on one core question from the IRS Cost Segregation Audit Technique Guide. Is the asset Section 1245 property with a shorter life or Section 1250 real property stuck at 27.5 or 39 years? So that's it. So that's the basic that you base on. So the ATG's work examiner through first is to separating non-depreciable land from depreciable improvements, and then distinguishing building structure from personal property, and then deciding which stuff belong to the 5, 7, and 15-year buckets versus the long 25.5, 39-year bucket. So those concepts barely move over time because they are rooted in physical characteristics. Is it inherently permanent or movable? Function, does it relate to the operation of the building itself or to the business inside it? And then engineering reality, which is this component actually going to. So if you understand things like carpet versus ceramic tile, decorative lighting versus core building lighting, parking lots, fences, landscaping, and site utility as land improvements, then your classification brain is already built on something pretty stable. That's encouraging because it means you can invest one in getting those fundamentals right and then reuse that same mental model across multiple tax law cycles. So now let's talk about what did change and why 25, 26 is such a big deal. So the one big beautiful tax bill, public law 119-21, revive 100% bonus depreciation and make it permanent for qualifying property play in service after January 19, 2025. In plain English for you as an investor or tax pro, that means most market property with a recovery period of 20 years or less is now back to instant via bonus. That includes the classic cost seg winner, the 5, 7, and 15-year assets, plus qualified improvement property inside commercial buildings. Section 179 limits also step up starting in 2026, which matters for smaller businesses layering Section 179 on top or instead of bonus. So if you break out more short-lived property with cost seg, the new law magnifies the benefit because a much higher percentage of that bucket now goes straight to expand in year one. This is the part that moves. Bonus percentage, Section 179 dollar limit and phased out, special rules for things like qualified production property under the new Section 168 and effective dates and play in service window for each provision. Your job here is not to relearn depreciation. Your job is to update a few numbers and dates and then keep using the same classification logic. So how do you actually learn without living on tax Twitter? I want to think in terms of dials and a resource stack. The 3 dials are classification rules. Did anything important change in how we define 5, 7, 15 years versus 27.5, 39 years? 2. Incentives. What are this year's bonus and Section 179 rule under the Big Beautiful Tax Bill? 3. Enforcement. What is the IRS training examiner to look at cost seg study right now? Now let's build the resource stack that feeds those 3 dials. I'm going to rank these in the order I would use them and tell you what to use each one for. So tier 1 is your must-have core law, direct IRS resources. Number 1, so the IRS cost segregation audit technique guide. You can go to irs.gov and search for cost segregation audit techniques guide PDF. You are looking for the PDF name publication 5653 or P5653. This guide tells you exactly how examiners are trained to analyze a cost seg report, decide whether something is Section 1245 or Section 1250 property, evaluate methodologies like engineering versus rule of thumb, and spot red flags allocations. If you are a tax pro, this is your what the IRS really care about manual. If you are an investor, this is how you sanity check that your provider is playing in the same universe as the IRS. Number 2, the one big beautiful provisions and IRS one big beautiful tax bill tax deductions for working Americans and seniors. These fact sheets and summaries give you the official explanation of how the bill's provision work, including the 100% bonus changes and timeline. Number 3, the core depreciation publication that the IRS update regularly. So publication 946, how to depreciate property for the general rule, including bonus in Section 179. Section 527, residential rental property for rental real estate depreciation and how it show up on the return. Publication 551, basis of assets for getting the starting number right before you even think about cost seg. If all you did each year was skimming the what new sections of those publications and the IRS Big Beautiful Tax Bill pages, you already have the current rules for your bonus and core depreciation dials. Tier 2 is engineering and cost standards. This is what your cost seg engineer is standing on. Most engineering style cost segregation work lean on published cost data like RS Means and Marshall and Swift. RS Means publishes the construction cost book in an online database that gives unit prices for building component, wall, roof finishes, mechanical system. It's updated annually. Marshall and Swift provides validated replacement cost data used by appraisers, assessors, and their segregated cost method show how to break a building into components and price each assembly. As an investor or tax pro, you don't need to memorize these books, but you do want to know that your provider is using them or something comparable, not just guessing. If you ever read an engineering heavy blog post and they mean RS Means or Marshall Valuation Service as their cost source, that's a good sign. Tier 3 is professional organization and standard setters. For poor cost seg standards, the big one is the American Society of Cost Segregation Professional, ASCSP. They were created specifically to set technical standards, credentials, education, and a code of ethics for the cost seg industry. If you are a tax pro who want to go deeper, this is where you would find technical articles written by engineering and CPAs, conferences that now include Big Beautiful Tax Bill 100% bonus update, and guidance on what qualified good product would look like. If you are a real estate investor, ASCSP is useful as a filter. If you are vetting a cost seg provider and they or their staff hold an ASCSP credentials or are active there, that is a plus. On the broader tax side, the AICPA is one of the best places for depreciation and real estate CPE. So you want to look for real estate or construction-focused webcast, sections where practitioners talk about cost seg, Section 179D, and now the one big beautiful tax bill depreciation changes. You don't need to, every AICPA course, you don't need to do it, everything under the sun. One solid real estate depreciation update per year will keep you aligned with the profession. Tier 4 is CPE and training provider that are already teaching big beautiful tax bill plus cost seg. Here you can pick one or two that fit your style. For example, maybe Western CPE have a webcast or cost segregation and investment tax credit strategy that work through bonus versus Section 179 in practical terms. Something like my CPE lists live and on-demand courses specifically pitched to CPA guide to tax saving with cost segregation, and there are many other resources. If you are a tax pro, I would aim for one cost seg real estate heavy CPA per year, and usually say it's updated for one big beautiful tax bill. So that is your annual deep dive. Tier 5 is high quality form blocks and explainers. You don't need to follow 20 firms. You want to pick one or two whose style you like and subscribe to their updates. Firms like KBKG, Whiffley, Warren Everett, Thompson Realtors, and others are publishing detailed summary of cost segregation basics, OBBB bonus rules, and how those interact. You want to use these as early warning signal when they push an article like Big Beautiful Tax Bill make 100% bonus permanent. Here's what changes. That you're cued to go back to Tier 1 and confirm the details in the annual law and IRS guidance. Now, how do you turn all of that into something that you will actually do? Let me give you a simple, practical routine you can copy. Step 1, schedule an annual depreciation and cost seg day. Once a year, say every November, block 2 or 3 hours and run the checklist. 1. Open the IRS One Big Beautiful Tax Bill page and read the What's New section for businesses. 2. Open publication 946 and skim the bonus section 179 sections for the coming filing season. 3. Check whether cost segregation audit technique guide has any new revision or emphasis, especially in industry you care about. 4. Read one or two fresh articles from your chosen firm or Big Beautiful Tax Bill plus cost segregation. 5. Update your internal press sheet or notes like bonus X% for property placed in service date or Section 179 limit, that kind of thing. If you are a tax pro, this is also where you knock out that one big beautiful tax bill real estate CPE course for the year. Step 2, do a quick quarterly scan. Once a quarter, you want to give yourself 30 to 60 minutes to check did I post any new Big Beautiful Tax Bill fact sheet or depreciation FAQs. Did ASTSP or AICPA or your preferred firm block release something that clearly affects cost seg or depreciation for your kind of client? If yes, you add 1 or 2 lines to your internal notes and you flag any specific client or property that might be affected. Step 3, maintain your own one-page cheat sheet. You want to create a simple document called Depreciation and Cost Seg, and then the year number, working notes. Every time you learn something important, you can add the date and then 1 or 2 sentences on your own word, like a note like source, publication 946, Big Beautiful Tax Bill fact sheet, blah, 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 so you can find it. Over a course of the year, if one page become more valuable than any single outside article because it's customized to your portfolio and your clients. Let's pull this together. You don't need to become a full-time tax researcher to stay current on cost segregation and depreciation under the Big Beautiful Tax Bill. You just need a clear understanding that the classification logic, which is Section 1245 versus Section 1250, building versus personal property, barely moves and is anchored in the cost segregation audit technique guide. and engineering standards. A short list of moving parts like the bonus percentage, Section 179 limit, and IRS enforcement focus. A rack stack of resources like IRS engineering cost data, information from ASCSP or AICPA or CPA provider, and one of two high quality blocks that you can check on a schedule, not at random. And a simple habit of updating your own internal notes so the law changes turn into concrete numbers and decisions for your property or your clients. Your action step after this lesson is simple. Pick a day for your annual depreciation and cost sec review. Choose your big three sources you will follow, for example, IRS, ASC, SP, one firm blog, and set up that one-page note so you keep track of what's changing. So in the next lesson, we will take this fresh, up-to-date knowledge and talk about how to turn into clear advisory conversation and offers. So you are not just technically current, you're also using cost segregation and the Big Beautiful Tax Bill to grow your practice and help your investor make minor moves.